Alright, I always like seeing the other rifles that competitors choose to use. So I figured, well, makes sense that I would show off the rifle that I competed with. This is my Ruger American in 223. It doesn't much look like it used to. In fact, I have the old stock here. Here's that bad chicken. This stock is terrible. It's a $400 rifle, so you get what you pay for. But yeah, this stock was bad. I think, it was made out of made in the same factory that makes McDonald's Happy Meals or something. But if you were to grab this with any force at all and squeeze it, it would just flop all over the place. So I took it as a project to reinforce the stock. That's my awesome JB Weld action there. But there's actually a carbon fiber arrow in there also. And then I'm not going to use the little tiny sling points. I really want a reef on it now that I can. And so I added some sling attachment points here. In fact, if you've got quick disconnects on your sling, like I do, that way you only have to buy 1 or 2 slings because I'm cheap, and you can swap them with all your rifles. Just like so. And then you can just, now that you've got this front end set up, the back end is just a hollow plastic tube of squishy sogginess. So it's pretty easy to pop this cap off, jam a 2x4 in there, whittle it down, use some spray foam, and then give yourself a cheek rest. If you try to give yourself a cheek rest without putting a piece of wood in there, you know, it's going to be like stepping on an inner tube. So I shot with this the last few years. In fact, you might recognize this if you look at some of the older videos, and it did pretty well. I was just convinced that this rifle could get a little bit more accuracy. I don't want to hand load for this rifle. This rifle is just for competition, fast, timed competition. So it does well with the cabin fever. But I did want to see if I could get under 2.5 inches, which is what it was capable of in this floppy stock. So I went with a Boyd stock, and it was not a real enjoyable experience. Boyd's will send you a stock with new bottom metal and new everything, but it is going to take some work to fit. I ordered it pillar bedded, and it still took quite a lot of glassing and shimming to get it just right. So this is not something I would recommend ordering for this particular rifle, unless you enjoy spending hours and hours getting stuff just right. And luckily I do, so I'm just like that. Also, I wanted to shoot this rifle at some of our NRL stuff and PRS stuff, so that's the configuration you see it in. There we go. It does real well at this competition because of the short stroke on the bolt. You can run the rifle and you can keep your sight view without having to pull your face out of the way and then reacquire the target. So, you know, if it takes like half a second to reacquire the target, you got 20 shots, that's 10 seconds. 10 seconds is what Nick beat me by with the 22. So that's a significant amount of points that you're leaving on the table. Also, you can run this event with stripper clips. It's doable, but it's way faster with magazines. And so if you can run the whole rifle, let's get rid of this. If you can run the whole rifle one-handed, and you can stay slung up like so, and you can reach all your controls without moving your face at all, then you're going to go much faster. You're going to go much faster, and you're going to have the same amount of time to acquire the target and go through your countdown or your checklist before you pull the trigger, because you're not messing with all that other stuff. When you lose all that fine motor control, you know, when your adrenaline hits and the clock goes boop, if you could just get rid of some of that stuff that you were concentrating on, your score goes up dramatically. So this whole rifle can be operated with just one hand. It requires a little bit of practice. This is not the best scope for this. I would normally take a 1:4. In fact, if I could, I'd push it out much further. The eye relief on this scope is, all right, let's cover it up. The eye relief on this, oh well, it's too late. On this scope is not great. I got a smoking deal on it though, so I can't complain. Anyway, that's just a rundown on my Ruger American. I think the next step for this, I'll pick up a drop-in barrel for this, see if I can tighten those groups up further. But in its current iteration with factory ammo, I got some of that Scorpio stuff from the Czech Republic. I got a bunch of it, cheap. And that stuff shoots about 1 1/4. So nothing but happy. 1 1/4 with factory ammo. That's all right. Anyway, I hope you liked this little intro bit talking about the rifle. And I really hope that this competition continues. It's a lot of fun. I tell everybody, for every submission, there must be like 10 or 12 attempts where people see it and then they go and they shoot it and they go, oh, my score, and they don't send it in. Or just that technological hurdle of making a video, making a link for it, submitting the link. That's a lot more than what some people are comfortable or capable of doing. But it does. This event reaches a lot of people, and it gets a lot of people out there shooting. And when I'm out there shooting it, people walk up and people I don't know walk up at the range and they ask me about it, and I send them videos and they get excited, and a couple of them have entered videos that they normally wouldn't have. They didn't know about it. So I'd love to see this competition continue. It's been great just getting people out to the range. Also, it happens to fall on the 3 months where the only thing going on is PRS 22, which is awesome, Craig. But it's just a fun thing to do. Anyway, thank you.
All right, we're going.
All right. David, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Have fun. Do it right this time.
It's like two gun. You're like, boop.
Yeah,
I'm not here. I am.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, let's go see how that went, Zach. Thanks, John.
Yep.
All right, I'm going down. Thanks.
Take care, guys.
Here.
I think that went okay. It's I couldn't. At least I didn't fuck up the order. It looked awesome, right, John?
Sure.
Sure. Are you just pointing it at me?
Yeah, just like the back of your head.
Give me that fucking thing. Fucking bastard. Well,
That's terrible.
it doesn't look terrible. Let's see. Oh, let's do left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Zoom in on the double. 18. I feel pretty good about that. So the rule is, John, if you outshoot me with my firearm, I'm going to delete the video.
Okay, sounds
Okay, it's fair. You agree to the terms and conditions?
good. Yep.
Okay,
All right, ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Kneeling. I was supposed to shout that, huh?
Yeah.
I failed you.
Prone.
A bad friend.
Ounce in the cardboard.
Prone. Seated. You still got a case in there, John. There you go. Excellent. He did better than all the guys that didn't come out, right?
It's a little warm. Yeah, I'm not feeling that on the timing.
No. Yeah, you had good. What do you call it? Rhythm.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to move that bottom. I think after shooting it, we've seeded the. I think I'm gonna have to glass that bottom metal, maybe another 16th down.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely.
It's just an awkward space for magazine moves too.
Yeah,
Like it's not.
yeah.
They just use AR parts. They didn't use any AR ergonomics.
No. That Q rifle, I think that Bloke rocks. I think it's got much better ergonomics. But that was $400, so whatever. The
CZ Trail or whatever it is.
oh, that's right. He's got the CZ Trail.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yep, that's what I was talking about. So when I went from the, even though I stiffened and reinforced the the Happy Meal plastic stock that rifle comes with, I was still shooting roughly 2 MOA with it, with trashy ammo. When I dropped it in that wooden stock, it tightened up to 1.25 inches or less with factory. So that means this is all your fault. That's actually pretty good compared to some of the peeps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
That one doesn't count.
No?
Nah.
Okay, 14. John, 14 is, get a nice shot of it. 14 is a good score.